Spring is here.
Paint this greenhouse.
And we are starting to put our new greenhouse to use. Put the pepper seeds in it to soak. With some progress.
Today we're gonna paint this greenhouse yellow or green, but I think yellow is gonna look better. Perfect. This is a nice yellow.
Spring is here and we are starting to put our new greenhouse to use. I've been waiting for some materials to start building the stairs inside the house. Unfortunately the wood is not available yet, so I've been kept busy in the greenhouse. I've made a couple of shelves on both sides, 3 shelves. So we have the option to work in levels. Maybe put some baskets on top of it. Or just a bunch of seed trays. And on the top shelf there's a little bit of extra space, so we could even keep some plants that like to grow a little bit longer inside. I built a desk, a couple of shelves to be able to put some things up. I also brought a little water tank. This is 20 liters, so I can get the water ready the day before I'm using it. The water is coming out of the well, which is still a little bit cold. So this way the water warms up a little bit. Then when watering the seedlings, they won't have much of a temperature shock. And over here on this side, this is the potting bench. This work table I also made out of mesh, so any dirt that falls out of it can fall straight through into the bucket underneath. And just today the seed trays arrived, and here are all the seeds. We got around 70 different species we would like to plant and grow this year, so we'll be putting this greenhouse to use. This earth out of these bags is a little bit clumpy, so I rub it together so that it falls apart and it's easier to work with. For step 2, I've got a little cutoff of mesh, place it over this container. Just sift out the big chunks, because there's a bit of clay in here. This is pretty dry, and if you start watering it, you might only be watering the top. So to remedy that, before putting it in the seed trays, we're gonna give it a lot of water to get some moisture into the dirt, so that when the seeds are in the trays, the dirt will be able to absorb water much easier. And then we bring out the seed tray. Basically just spreading out the dirt so all the compartments are filled up. And that's tray number 5. 5 to go. Then it's time to start putting some seeds into those trays. I made a little stick with a line on it for 2 and 3 centimeter. Those are the common depths for the seeds that I'm working with first. Over here I toss the seeds into a little tray. So they don't go all over the place. Well, off you go. Okay, so these need to be at 3 centimeters. So I'm just going to give them a little shove. So they go all the way down there. To gently squeeze the earth around it so they're nicely covered. Since I don't have my labels yet, they have not been delivered, I'm going to use this tray to keep track of what I planted here. I have my spreadsheet in which I have everything numbered. So this is the diabetic cucumber number 13. One row, number 13. I'm trying to keep the bags intact as much as possible, because in most cases I actually don't use all the seeds. And this way it's easier to keep track of them. And here you got a whole full bag. I'll be putting 2 seeds in each hole. That way I have a bigger chance something comes up in every cell. A little squirt of water. On to the next one. It's starting to rain. Time to pack it up for today. But with some progress. A few more to do tomorrow, which are the peppers. They need a little bit of soaking. Very nice, I'm very happy with the progress. And this thing is very handy, very practical. Another productive day here in Arcadia. I spent another couple of hours in the new greenhouse. Let me show you what I've been up to. First of all, it's really warm in here. You got 33 degrees at the moment. I filled these trays. I used some true compost. These products are actually meant to grow in the ground outside, but since the field is not ready yet to plant them in, I figured I will fill a couple of boxes in the greenhouse so we can start eating the rucola and the baby salad. I've also made myself a little bit of chamomile tea. I didn't drink it though, because I put the pepper seeds in it to soak. The pepper seeds are known to have a thicker skin, and the acidity of chamomile tea should loosen it up a little bit to speed up germination. I've also saved a couple of seeds from a lemon, a very pretty lemon that we had in the house. I put them to soak and I'm gonna stick them in the ground, see what happens. I've put the old gutter to use. This gutter was where is now our new terrace. This was attached to the summer kitchen that was there. I used these old braces that came off the house, and very nicely these decorative pins on the outside. I also took the mower or weed whacker and I cut off the remaining high bits here in the field, and I put out a tarp because I would like to kill the grass over here so I could shovel it. This field has been here for many years, so the roots of this grass are really strong, really deep, and it's very difficult to shovel. So I hope by leaving this tarp on it for a couple of days, weeks, maybe it's gonna be easier to shovel. And on the other side we basically did the same thing. Piece of foil that I had laying around. This bit is plowed. You've seen it in one of our previous videos. But this bit hasn't been plowed because there was a couple of trees and bushes standing here, and only recently I removed those. So this is the vegetable garden, and up here we've got a little bit of a hill. And here's a little platform. Up here we already planted 2 raspberry bushes. And one purpose for this area, right here, I would like to place a 1,000-liter water reservoir and gravity feed the garden for irrigation. Over here we already planted 4 blueberry plants, but we've got a bit of space left over here. So we got 3 more. I bet those blueberries are gonna need a little bit of time to grow into an adult plant before they actually start to produce some fruit. I figured it's better to plant a few more right now than to be sorry in a couple of years that we didn't.